Hi guys, I'm back again today with more buy me a coffee requests. So we're going to continue our journey and yeah, we have two more for today and two more on Monday because Saturday, Sunday is the day off for this channel and for you as well. You can relax and watch the older videos. But for me, I have to rest. So Saturday, Sunday, you don't see me on the channel. But yes, we have the largest bicycle park parking and bike path on a school roof. What does that mean? A school roof? On a school roof. Okay, we'll figure it out. Well, before we start, don't forget to subscribe, click the bell button, and let's find out.
Welcome to Utrecht, the Netherlands, home to the world's largest bicycle
Utrecht.
parking garage, as well as the world's busiest bike path. And today we're going to go explore the city by bike, on foot, its bridges, canals, and its bike paths. At the end of this adventure, we are going to give the city a human mobility score.
Ooh, nice. Okay.
Here you can see Utrecht Central
Utrecht.
Station behind me, the Netherlands' busiest train station, and what a magnificent structure it is.
It looks like an
From this
airport.
train station and one of its
Beautiful.
21 tracks, you can catch a train to anywhere in the Netherlands. If you want to get across the train tracks, but you don't want to go through the main terminal building, you have some options. And one of these options is to come across this bridge, which has a nice bike path built into it. Unfortunately, there was not enough room to install ramps on either side of the bridge, so you do have to walk up your bike, get back on the bike, ride across, dismount, and get back down again.
That's nothing.
This
At least
right
it's
here
safe.
is, by some measures, the busiest bike path in the Netherlands and perhaps the entire world. And this is the main route towards the central train station, shared with two bus lanes in the middle. When it gets really busy, you can see a whole lineup of cyclists waiting to get across this intersection. And for that matter, a whole lineup of buses as well. So here's the directions to the nearest bike parking. Stationsplein is the biggest parking garage that we'll visit. Jaarbeurs
How
is
much
on
do
the
you
back
pay
of the
for
station.
bike
And then
parking,
we
or
have a
is it
much smaller
free?
one. To get to the world's largest bike parking garage, you might need the world's largest bike path. And this is easily like 8 meters across. With the train station behind me, this is the entrance to the world's largest bicycle parking garage. And I am going to show you how wide this path into the bike parking garage actually is.
Let's go.
So I'm going to do this by laying across here.
Oh gosh,
And you can
somebody's gonna
see
run him
I
over.
am about 1.76 meters, and that is about 5'10" for my American friends. And I am barely across one lane of this bike lane. So it is incredibly
That's
wide. I'm
wide,
guessing
yeah.
maybe 5-6 meters. Which allows a lot of volume to get in and out during rush hour. And now that I've given you a perspective of just exactly how wide this bike path is, let's go take a tour of this bike parking facility. As we go in here, you'll notice that there are ramps all around this garage. So that means when you go access the multiple levels, there's no need to get off your bike or go up or down any stairs. You can just ride on through until you find your aisle.
Oh,
They'll tell
this
you
is
how
so
many
pretty.
spaces
It's
are
like
free,
biking
then
inside.
proceed to put your bike in. The gray marks the
Oh, there's a
pedestrian walkways,
parking?
and the red marks the bike path. So as you cross the red areas, just watch out and don't get run over. The OV feet, or the public transport bikes, are available for rental in the bottom level of this garage. So if you have a Dutch public transport card, you can access those bikes.
Oh,
Next, we're going to
okay,
bike over
get it
to
now.
the Daphne Schippersbrug, a bicycle bridge built specifically for cycling and walking. Along the way, we'll see some bicycle streets that's specifically designed for bicycle priority, and some amazing canal lift bridges that have been designed way back when. This is just a beautiful bicycle street by the canal. Look at the buildings, look at the architecture, and look at the nature that's around here. With the bicycle street, you can fit so many people on the same width of lane. We are like 10 minutes outside of the city by bike, and just look at how peaceful it is
I
here.
know, even I'm watching it, I'm like in peace. Oh.
This video is brought to you by the EIT Urban Mobility Academy. And if you love learning about urbanism, check out their new courses at urbanmobilitycourses.eu. Link in the description below.
Okay.
Behind us is the Daphne
That's a
Schippers
long-
Bridge, named after a
I don't know
famous
what
track
it's
and
called.
field Dutch athlete. And this bridge goes
Boat?
over a primary school and winds across the canal.
Oh, that's why it's on school roof.
They had to make that little loop detour to make sure that the grade was easily climbed if you only have a single gear on a Dutch grandma bike. And from the central station, this bridge did manage to cut cyclist commutes by about 1 kilometer. And of course, now the fun part is going down this bridge. You do have to hit the brakes quite a bit coming down, just to make sure you don't run into anyone.
Yeah.
But it's actually a real fun ride. Look at this.
It's like,
It's gentle enough for coming up and down, and the curves are like really quite pleasant. Behind me here is the Katrijnsingel in the heart of Utrecht.
Katrijnsingel.
And up until a few years ago, this was a 6-lane highway, and it has been recently restored to its former function as a canalway through the center of the city. This is just one of the many amazing transformations that Utrecht has undergone in recent years. It's an absolute pleasure to be walking along the canals of Utrecht. It's slightly different than those found in Amsterdam because they're higher up, which allows these canals to be used for things on the lower level. They have a really cool system going on here where boats can deliver to the lower level. They have their storage rooms down here
enjoying
when
the
they
songs
need to use
also.
the products, and they just bring them up to the upper deck of the canal. And
The
that's where you
music
have
and-
most of your shop fronts. Now, most of the lower level is better used for dining. And yes, emergency vehicles
That's a very
do
nice
get
dining
through
place.
here.
Oh.
People tend to move out of the way, so it's not a big problem. I hope you enjoyed that tour of Utrecht, the Netherlands, and now we're going to give the city a human mobility score. For transit, we're going to have to give it a 5 out of 5 because it
Ooh.
is the largest train station in the Netherlands. Plus, there's very good local transit access, including a tram direct to the university that was just built a couple
Face
of
is
years
itchy.
ago. On the front of cycling, 5 out of 5 just for the sheer busyness and the width of the bike paths in the city. For walking, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 again here because in the front of the station, there is direct access to some very nice walking paths, canal, and a very modern shopping mall. On bike share, I'm going to have to give this a 3 out of 5. Despite a very excellent public transit bike share system, the OV Fiets, it's difficult to find any other types of bike share. There's Donkey Republic here now, but there's a lack of scooter and electric mobility options. In total, that gives Utrecht, the Netherlands, a human mobility score of 18 out of 20,
That's
which
not
is
bad.
very impressive. So I hope you enjoyed that tour of Utrecht, the
I
Netherlands,
don't know who
and
got the
I will
highest,
see you
but
at the
that's
next
high.
city.
Well, this channel knows how to choose beautiful music for intro, outro, and in the middle B-rolls. Beautiful. That's my. But Ut- Utrecht is such a beautiful place. It feels like it's well designed. It's very, very well designed. It's beautiful. Like people get to be people. Like people get to be human in Utrecht. Anywhere in Europe actually. Because you see the people biking. You see a few cars, bus here and there, mostly bus. The only car I saw was a police car, so good. That's the like yes. Then we saw a few buses, and then we saw a few people walking as well. But most of them were just biking around here and there. And that school roof road was so beautiful. Like imagine going to school and then going home also on that path. It's just very relaxing and breathtaking at the same time. So win-win. And that parking was so beautiful. For a second I was like, where are we? Are we in a mall? Because that was just so beautiful. beautiful. It's a parking, but it's more beautiful than a lot of things here. Yeah, we have one more for today, so we're gonna go check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.